Rainollon here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's Amanata. Today I'm going to show you 3 builds, but first, how do I obtain the Amanata? Let me show you. To obtain the Amanata, you have to go to Earth, see this, jump up here where the Kume Shrine is, interact with it, offer, scroll down, and it's right down here. These are the parts you have to make first, then the blueprint. And that's how you obtain the Amanata. Also, if you want more damage on the weapon, get yourself the Amanata Pressure. It gives it 330 melee damage, which is quite good. And that's it. That's how you obtain the weapon and the mod. Now it's time for me to show you the builds. The first build is the new player setup. The mods I'm using here. Northwind for cold. Fever Strike for toxin. Toxin and cold gives you viral. When you proc viral to enemies, enemies will take more damage from any source. Glaitermite for critical chance, critical damage. Reach for range. Fury for attack speed, Sacrificial Steel for critical chance, Organ Shatter for critical damage, and Pressure Point for melee damage. These mods here are highly recommend new players to use, and now for the Steel Path builds. For the second setup, this is the Influence setup. The mods I'm using here, we have attack speed, status chance per combo, critical chance per combo, Shocking Touch for electricity, added damage, random status effect on a heavy attack, critical chance, critical damage, status chance. Status damage is a multiplicative damage increase for our damaging elements, and we will proc about electricity, so this is quite good, and slash. And prime reach for range. These are the mods. For the action weapon adapter, I have a high command for you to use. It's going to be any Tenorkai. For the Arcane melee influence on electricity status effect, there's a 20% chance for elemental status effect to apply to every enemy in a 3-meter radius for 18 seconds. This is going to help you out a lot with clear. For the passive, every 30 hits will give you a random buff. So the first roll is going to give you critical chance final, status chance final, status damage final, range, attack speed, or if you roll 6, it gives you all of these buffs, which is quite good. For the stats, the attack speed is average, range is above average, follow through is below average, Riven Dispo is not good, I will not recommend, critical chance is fine, critical damage is average, status chance is fine, and total damage is fine. These are stats, the passive, the mods, the arcane, and now it's time for me to show you the final setup. And now for the final setup, this is the exposure setup, the mods I'm using here. The mods are nearly the same. I did remove Gillen's Elementalist and Shocking Touch for Fever Strike and Vicious Frost. Cold and Toxin gives us viral. And that's it. These are the mods. For the action weapon adapter, you can use whatever Tenorkai you want. For the Arcane melee exposure on ability cast, you gain 60% corrosion damage on the melee strikes for 25 seconds. Stacks up all the way up to 240, which is a lot of increased damage and free corrosion. That's the Arcane. For the stats, instead of electricity, it's going to be viral. And that's it. These are the stats, the passive, the mods, the Arcane. And now it's time for me to show you these 3 builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the new player setup. I'm going to spawn level 40, regular star chart, Arcane battle group dudes, no buffs, armor strip, and we are going to hold the melee attack button, and everything is going to disappear. As you can see, heavy gunners also despawn, quite powerful. For regular star chart, really good. Now for the Steel Path builds, next one is the Influence setup. There it is. I will spawn level 205, Steel Path, there it is. Every 30 hits is going to give me a random buff from the passive, which helps. We are spreading the electricity. Sometimes we're going to proc slash, which is going to help us out. There we go. Beautiful. Heavy gunner, goodbye. If I were to use buffs, this thing of course is going to be much better. Let me show you. I will use at least Nourish, something that everybody can use. Spreading viral and electricity, and now electricity is going to chunk these heavy gunners, as you can see. They're gone. That's the second setup. Now for the final one. Exposure. Spawn these guys yet again. Spend my first ability to max out exposure. There it is. 240% corrosion damage. We need to get some kills real quick. Once we get some combo and some kills, this thing is going to chunk. Heavy gunner, goodbye. This heavy gunner is also gone. Yep. And there you go. Overall, the weapon, you get it early on, and it's quite powerful. And there you go. Those are 3 builds. Now it's time for me to show you the influence setup against Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the Corrupted enemies, the Void, Steel Path of course, it's survival. The map's called Mod, going to show you this build here. This is your classic influence setup. We're going to proc electricity, has a chance to spread it in a 20 meter radius, which is going to help us out a lot with clear. There we go. Every 30 hits we're going to get a random buff from the passive. I got the Final Cruel Chance, the best one. Gives me a whole crit tier, which helps the weapon a ton. For single target DPSing and clear. This is also without any buffs. I will use some buffs to help the weapon out. This guy, not a lot of damage, we need to use some buffs. Yep, very weak. For a non-prime weapon, this thing beats some prime weapons. So one day, once we get the Kume Prime, we also will definitely get Amanata Prime. And Amanata Prime is definitely going to beat Guandao Prime and Ortas Prime. I think it already beats them because of the blessings. It does lack consistency, but it beats them because of the buffs. There we go. Let me use some buffs. Use my first ability, Nourish. Spreading heat, viral, and electricity. Now my clear is quite good, as you can see. Everything here is going to just disappear in seconds. Spreading that. Spreading all the elements. Yep. This guy is gone as well. We have 120,000. 20% attack speed. Doesn't do much. Thank you, but doesn't do much. We already have a lot of attack speed thanks to Berserker. Berserker's Fury. Swing, swing, swing. Reuse all of my buffs again. Deactivate my second ability. Reactivate. Because of the Degen. There we go, we got all the buffs. We get all of the buffs. Oof. Orange crits, stash damage, stash chance. Now this thing chunks. And we're going to lose it in 4 hits. 2, 1, and it's gone. RIP. We got a cruel chance, that's still good. There we go. Time for me to wait for the Acolyte to spawn. So be right back. There he is. Also Vor is here as well. Vor. Vor and his boyfriend. There we go. Vor is gone. The Acolyte is now here. Let me use my buffs. There we go. Goodbye, sir. Yep, there we go. That was the Acolyte and Vor. Perfect. Time for me to leave, boys. And be right back. And there you go. The Amanata is overall solid. You get it very early on. It's cheap. It's overall good. It will carry the hell out of you if you're a new player. For us Steel Path players, it's overall good as well. One day, once we get the Prime version of this thing, it's going to be even better. And there you go. Those are 3 builds. The weapon. I hope you guys enjoyed the builds. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like and sub. And of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.